Rich people frequently own mega yachts in addition to jets and houses. They are among the most important symbols of their status to the outside world. Mega yachts are opulent, professionally staffed vessels that range in length from 79 feet to 500 feet. We'll be examining the top 5 of the many pricey yachts that are available. However, the very wealthy are currently investing a significant amount of money in the building of more of these opulent ships than they have in the past. Sam Tucker is the head of super yacht research at one of the top vessel assessment companies, Vessels Value. He shared some thoughts about the 2020 mega yacht market when questioned. The market's surging demand for opulently expensive boats has outpaced supply, making it impossible to get a spot in a yard that is building new ones. They are fully booked. Put another way, 2020 was a terrific year to be wealthy or to start a mega yacht company. Any wealthy individual who owns a yacht would like the voyage to be as smooth as possible when the sea is silent. And with the unique features and designs they incorporate on these nautical vessels, they take matters into their own hands. Thus, we'll be examining the 5 individuals who have overspent on their trip across the 7 seas in this video. Welcome back to our channel though, initially. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the bell symbol and subscribe so you never miss another one of our videos. Dubai is number 5. $400 million. Together with Larsen, Blohm and Voss started construction of this vessel in 1995 for Prince Jeffrey, Brunei's largest client. He did not, however, proceed with the development so that the Emirate of Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, would have assumed control and finished the project by 2001. At 530 feet long and 72 feet wide, this was the biggest yacht from 2006 to 2009. Since then, the Eclipse and the Azam, in that order, have supplanted it as the largest buoy on the 7 seas. Though it can accommodate 115 guests and 88 crew members across its 8 decks, it nevertheless offers some of the greatest comforts available. A 10-meter swimming pool, a squash court, a movie theater, 20 water bikes, a disco, a lobster tank, and a spotless dining room with space for up to 90 people are all available to visitors. Along with the 4 MTU TAUV diesel engines, the ship also features 2 long motorboats and a helipad. While traveling up to 8,500 nautical miles at a time, and at a speed of 26 knots across the open seas, you can enjoy all this luxury. For mega yachts, number 4 is my A+, $527 million. The majority of the market's consumers are Emiratis. At least half of the world's priciest super yachts are owned by them. Among them is the $527 million A+. Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the owner of Manchester City, the premier soccer team in England, owns it. He is valued at $22 billion. He is a member of the Abu Dhabi royal family and serves as the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. The A+ features a beam that is 70 feet tall and measures 482 feet in length. At a top speed of almost 25 knots, the vessel can nevertheless convey its enormous weight across the ocean at a service speed of 22.9 knots. Despite being launched in 2012, the A+, formerly known as Topaz, is presently the 9th largest yacht in the world. Its twin plastic engines, each producing 7990 horsepower, provide the speed. It features 8 decks, a tender garage, a meeting room, a theater, a swimming platform, a swimming pool, a double helicopter, landing pads, a jacuzzi, and underwater lights. The crew and personnel take care of Sheikh Mansour and every guest with the best culinary and hospitality treatments. The rooms are spacious and decorated in luxurious styles. Third place, Azam, $605 million. It is Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan's mega yacht, Al Nahyan bin Zayed. Do you recognize this? Yes, it is correct. In addition to being the head of the UAE's ruling family, Sheikh Khalifa is also the chairman of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, which oversees assets valued at about $900 billion, the most of any ruler globally. Sheikh Khalifa is the half-brother of Sheikh Mansour. But I'm getting off topic. The Al Nahyan family is undoubtedly fascinating. Perhaps you could let us know in the comments whether you'd be interested in seeing a video about them. Thus, with all of this wealth and prestige, owning the world's largest private super yacht, which costs $605 million and needs maintenance every year, won't seem like such a huge problem. The German shipyard Larsen Yachts constructed and launched the 590-foot yacht in 2013, a 95-foot salon with a 59-foot beam. Even with its enormous size, the behemoth can travel at a top speed of 32 knots because to the combined output of its 2 gas turbines and diesel engines, which can produce up to 47,000 horsepower. While the ship speeds across the ocean, its 35 guests and 60 crew members take their time and enjoy the natural beauty of the world. The planet for the fish is most likely the ocean. On the other hand, the ISM and the yacht have official names, unlike our world, being an Arabic word that means resolute in the English language. The 4-decker yacht has a helipad inside of it and measures roughly 50 meters in length. There are roughly 50 guest rooms, a master suite, and a number of additional spotless luxuries fit for a king or queen. Navi Yachts, Christophe Leone, designed the interior. The fact that Lawson and Leone were able to construct this marvel at nearly 600 feet in just 3 years is maybe the most amazing thing about it. Compared to the following yacht on our list, the ship is 57 feet longer. Eclipse is number 2, $1.5 billion. A division of Larsen, perhaps the largest shipbuilding firm in the world since its founding, is Blohm & Voss. Blohm & Voss was an expert in building warships, the most famous of which was the Bismarck. The Eclipse, which is 533 feet tall, was launched in 2010, 6 years before Larsen purchased it. Prior to the ASM's arrival in 2013, this boat was the longest. As of right now, it is the 4th longest super yacht. With about 40,000 horsepower, the Eclipse's 2 potent diesel engines can move the boat at 22 knots, adhering to their military past. A missile detection system and a submarine that can dive as low as 50 meters have been added by Blohm & Voss. But this yacht is capable of more than just fending off military assaults. After all, what kind of attack is more sneaky than the penetrating gaze of the paparazzi? Yes, it is correct. An anti-paparazzi system that prevents digital cameras from snapping pictures is one of the ship's stylish features. However, the technology does use a laser shield to focus intense light on a digital camera, negating the value of any photos taken by it by beaming infrared light. Essentially, a high-tech, high-budget rendition of the cops that lights up your eyes with a torch before slapping you across the face. Eclipse features 2 sizable pools, many hot tubs, a disco hall, 2 helipads, and 24 guest cabins. Roman Abramovich, a Russian billionaire and Israeli businessman, is the owner of the vessel. In addition, he owns Chelsea Football Club, the English soccer team, and once they've finished competing in the 7 seas, he and Sheikh Mansour will face off in the English Premier League and other European leagues. On their clubs, he and Sheikh Mansour spend a lot of money, sometimes so much that the authorities have to fine them. Although Mr. Abramovich's Eclipse Mega-Yacht is presently valued at $1.5 billion, it is still nothing that he cannot handle given his $18 billion riches.
Number 1. History Supreme.
This vessel, valued at $4.8 billion, is the smallest on our list. It's the only one covered in gold, platinum, and other opulent metals, but it's not very quick and has the fewest features. Stuart Hughes, a luxury designer from Liverpool, is credited with designing it in 2011, the year the concept was revealed. Although he made no explicit mention of the owner, he left clues that pointed to Malaysian millionaire Robert Kwok. Only 3 Malaysians have a net worth of more than $5 billion. The other two have net worths of $5 billion, and Kwok has just over $10 billion. This person is one among them. Given that the ship's cost equals the combined net worth of the other two billionaires, he is therefore the obvious offender. A sculpture built from real T-Rex dinosaur bones, sourced from Arizona, and an opulent master suite with a wall made of meteoric stone are features of the yacht. The sculpture is estimated to be worth $89,000. You know, the way affluent folks put statues of deceased animals in their homes. These boats are all quite costly now, and you ask yourself what possible benefit this degree of conceit could have. As we've seen in this video, Peter Lawson is the CEO of Lawson and is essentially the highest authority when it comes to yachts. Now, let's hear from him. He claims that roughly 6 million hours of labor were employed in the construction of a ZZM. Additionally, this results in jobs for more than 4,000 households, not to mention the quantity of jobs generated during the upkeep of these ships. You then start to see that the lives of common people are truly supported by the opulent lifestyles of the wealthy. However, what are your thoughts on the world's top 5 most costly super yachts? Which one was your favorite? Is a boat something you would purchase with $10 billion? Not a yacht, then. Which item would you prefer to purchase? Tell us in the comments section below. Please subscribe and turn on notification button for more videos like this one.